Hey everybody, Burly Explorers here at our off-grid cabin in the Upper Peninsula. Sorry for the mess. This beginning part of the trip is work trip for me to get the solar in, everything installed, make it looking nice and cozy. Then Sarah will come up on Thursday, and then we'll have Thursday, Friday, Saturday to enjoy together and with the dogs. As you can see, it's a beautiful day out. By the way, brought the Tundra this time. Let there be light. So got a 12 volt light installing the system. Don't have the wires exactly the way I want them yet. Just wanted to get it working. You can see we got a Renogy Rover 40 amp MPPT controller. Got the fuse panel. Got a 100 amp hour Renogy battery. And then out here, two 100 watt solar panels from Renogy as well. I've had good luck with them, so we're sticking with them. You can see we got the mini fridge wired up, and that'll come up with us and go home with us every time. So it's doing well. You can see the little heater. Just had to have it on for a tiny bit last night, barely even had it running on number 1 of 5, and it's not even running right now. Because you can tell it's starting to warm up. It is 50.7 degrees outside right now, which is a perfect temperature for doing some work. So let's go out. Hey guys, sorry my mic wasn't working for some reason. So what I'm doing here is finally setting up the solar panels, the MC4 cables that go to the charge controller to the panels. In my hands I have what I'm looking at right now. They're splitters that allows me to split 4 different solar panels onto the system. Since the 40 amp hour, I believe, can do up to 400 watts of solar. So I'm also talking about the difference between putting them in parallel and series. And in my experience, which I'm not an expert, but I have put a couple solar systems together, I've found that when you go in parallel, you get more amps and about half the volts. When you put them in series, you tend to get double the volts, but a little bit less amps. And it just works better for us to get more amps because of the things we're charging, like cell phones and our batteries and whatnot. So that's that. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I'll do the best I can to help. But I would highly suggest solar for the small investment that it is if you're living in an off-grid cabin or have a cabin that you go to recreationally. It's definitely well worth the input to have some of those niceties. Sorry again, mic wasn't working. What I'm discussing here is one, showing you that solar is coming in. You can see the lines going in between the arrow to the battery. And I'm also talking about how to figure out how many watts are coming in. You take your volts, which right there you can see 70.5, 17.4, times by amps, 1.78. And those are constantly going to fluctuate. But if you want to figure out how many watts you're pulling in, and I have a problem here because there's so many trees that I'm not getting what I could, but you know, it's getting enough to charge for what we need. It's always nice to have a bunch of tools up at the cabin. These are from my parents for my 40th birthday. 40 tools for my 40th birthday. It's always great to have the tools up at the cabin when I need them. One of our favorite meals up north has always been crackers and cheese and summer sausage of some sort. Who knew we were being fancy with charcuterie, or however the heck you say it, trays, before it was even popular. So this will finish out the first video. Glad you're watching. Come back for much more work around the cabin and having fun off-grid up north. Burly Explorers, catch you next time.